Yo, what it do, ladies and gentlemen? It is Brother Shokusaragi presenting Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 once again. Let's kick off this episode. I'm just going to go ahead and explain a couple things that happened. So at the end of the last video, my character here, Titus, was reinstated here into the Ultramarine faction of the Imperium of Man. After being injured by one of the Tyranids on the planet of Kadaku, they saved his life through the Rubicon surgery, which is what I'm going to go over first. The Rubicon surgery is a type of surgery that Space Marine scouts and candidates undergo in order to become a Primaris Marine. A Primaris Marine is it is a newer breed of Space Marine. It is common practice nowadays for all Space Marines to be made into Primaris Marines when they are enlisted into each chapter. But for the older Space Marines, because the Space Marines are all genetically engineered and bioenhanced, so they live naturally for centuries. There are Space Marines that are hundreds and thousands of years old, because the Space Marines typically just don't die unless they die on the battlefield. They do age, but they age really slowly. So if you see a Space Marine with a gray beard or anything like that, that means they're super old. They're old as fuck. They're older than dirt. Anyways, so Titus underwent the Rubicon surgery to save his life and has been made into a Primaris Marine. He's now stronger and faster than he was before, because he was just a normal Space Marine at first, which is already leagues above a normal human being, for the record. Then they also mentioned a couple of characters. They mentioned Lord Calgar, that is Marneus Calgar. Marneus Calgar is the chapter master of the Ultramarines. He's in charge of all of the Ultramarines. Each legion of the Space Marines is divided into different chapters. There's just the generic Ultramarines, but then there are individual chapters within the Ultramarines. But Marneus Calgar is in charge of all of them. They also mentioned the Primarch. That is Rabute Guilliman. He is one of the sons of the Emperor himself. Now that the Emperor rests on the Golden Throne, charge of the Imperium as a whole has been given to Guilliman. So Guilliman runs the Empire as a whole, because each of the Emperor's sons, the Primarchs, they were in charge of each of their own Space Marine legions. So Guilliman was originally in charge of all of the Ultramarines. He was their Primarch, but now he runs the Imperium as a whole and has given command of the Ultramarines over to Marneus Calgar. So Marneus Calgar ordered that Titus be saved and be given the Rubicon surgery and be upgraded to Primaris. And they had to do it because Lord Calgar is the big boss of all the Ultramarines. What he says goes. And then lastly, they said that Titus was in the Death Watch and a Black Shield. The Death Watch is a smaller chapter of Space Marines, but they are selected from each individual legion. So different Space Marines from different legions will come together to work in the Death Watch for one reason or another. A Black Shield is a Space Marine who has come to the Death Watch and has severed all ties with their original legion. So Titus, at the end of the first game, was accused of heresy. However, in order to prove his innocence and help save innocent lives, he allowed himself to become a Black Shield and cut his ties with the Ultramarines to serve in the Death Watch as penance. Then, like the chaplain over here said in the cutscene at the end of the last video, Titus served in the Death Watch for almost a century, for almost 100 years. But now he is being given the chance to rejoin the Ultramarines. So with all that out of the way, let's get on with the story.
My lord, Lieutenant Titus reporting for duty.
Have Sergeant Gadriel report to the bridge. How are your wounds?
Good enough.
I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions suspicions. I cannot afford discord among the men. Not now. You're a lieutenant now. Will that be a problem?
No, Captain.
Very well. We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets. Avarax, a hive world, and Kadaku, which you already know. We're abandoning the latter. It's mostly Adeptus Mechanicus research facilities. We're evacuating critical assets and personnel. These defense guns are keeping the skies clear for our ships. The Tyranids have taken note. Get down there and protect those guns.
Captain, you wish to see me?
Sergeant, this is Lieutenant Titus. He'll be taking over command of your squad.
Sir,
I expect you on the ground within 30 minutes. Dismissed.
Lieutenant, forgive my hesitation. I am merely surprised by this development.
As am I.
Sergeant Gadriel, the Absolver is ready to depart.
Brother Chiron, this is Lieutenant Titus. He will be leading our squad.
Is that so? Well, I shall be glad to have a commander of such experience.
Is the rest of the squad ready?
Already assembled on the flight deck.
Good. We'll leave immediately.
What do you think you're doing?
Ordnance deployment. Path obstructed. Stand aside.
Those warheads are not properly secured. Do you know what will happen if one comes loose?
Path obstructed. Stand aside.
I'll do it myself. Go and find a tech priest to tighten the screws in that half-brain of yours.
Task aborted. Seeking blessings of cogitation.
Magus Gallio will hear of this.
So I wanted to pause and show you guys this, because this is a very common conversation in the Imperium. Both these guys are members of the Cult of Mars, the Adeptus Mechanicus, but this guy here is a servitor. A servitor is a person who has kind of been like lobotomized, for lack of a better term. His brain is mostly computer, and he has to be given like direct orders and commands to even think or do anything. Then like higher ups within the Adeptus Mechanicus have more of their brain intact, but more of their bodies are mechanical, is the thing, because they worship technology. So to be more machine-like is more sacred and more holy. Whereas the servitors are just servants.
Sir, you served in the Death Watch.
Yes. That must have been a great honor.
It's a privilege to serve with you.
Approaching drop zone.
Let's go.
You see those service studs? Our lieutenant is over 200 years old. He couldn't have been born a Primaris.
You're right.
And now he has your command.
Major, give me an update.
The wretched beasts have taken the orbital guns. They pushed us back to this encampment and are staging a heavy assault.
Illyrio, take Altarius and Elion and remain here to secure the encampment.
Yes, brother.
Major, we must reach the defense guns.
Yes, my lord. Follow me.
My lords.
The situation here has deteriorated. Those foul gargoyles pollute the skies. They do. These unrelenting attacks make a counteroffensive difficult.
We shall take care of that.
Major! We've got more incoming from the east!
Move to reinforce the eastern flank. You, go with him.
We will assist in the defense.
Very good, my lord.
Alright. And I like to keep the helmets on during gameplay because I think they look really cool.
I hope you're keeping score, brother.
Oh, I am. Here they come. Glory of Ultramar.
My lord, intelligence reports multiple swarms closing in.
Direct us to them.
Sending coordinates to your Auspex display.
Yes, the elf pack.
We are preparing an airstrike. Can you hold the enemy in place until it hits?
Consider it done.
No, they're killing my stupid little humans.
Leave not one of them standing.
And yeah, I will talk down about the normal humans and Space Marines sometimes. They are brave and everything, but compared to the Space Marines, they are just cannon fodder. They are just biomass.
Another dead. Changing magazine.
Ah, yes. One of my teammates has used their ultimate. Now these enemies are highlighted, and they'll take damage. Ooh. Ah, ha, ha.
Airstrike incoming!
You wretched creatures.
Yeah, it's just like playing Helldivers. Okay, I'm all geared up. Got some heavier weaponry. Going the wrong way. Well, actually, hang on. Let's see what's over here. I am a gamer. I want secrets. Okay.
Raven, do not stop moving.
Yeah, Raveners are a type of Tyrannid that burrow underground.
Thank you, brother.
Oh. Oh, Dead Warrior. But I got the Ravener.
Ravener eliminated.
Trying to do my combos, but
They never learn.
wasn't reading the input.
Restocking.
Because I do like the kick, the shoulder charge, and the ground slam by holding the attack button at certain points during each of the combos. That's what I was trying to do, and it just wasn't reading. Yeah, like that. That time it worked. Maybe I just wasn't doing it fast enough. I'm using my ultimate. All my attacks will now heal. But it's good for crowd control. Good eye, brother.
I expect better of the Cadians. Losing the orbital guns was costly.
And they paid for it dearly. But the enemy numbers are not insignificant.
The Cadian 8th will have to do better.
You're familiar with this foe, brother? I am. How do the Tyranids compare to other Xenos? They are an unrelenting plague. But they are cunning. The controlling influence of their hive mind makes them act as one.
Yep. He just said pretty much exactly what I was going to say. The Tyranid hive mind is a major threat. Because one of the things I did not explain about the astropathic relay is that it is a psychic connection.
Tread carefully. The spores detonate when threats draw near.
Then let us take the advantage and destroy them.
Yeah, the messages through the astropathic relay are like written on the computer, but then they are sent through the astropathic relay via psychic connection. It's like they have the psychic people in 40K are called psychers. So they have these psychers hooked up to all these cables and machinery, and they transmit the messages through the astropathic relay. They get filtered there by the Golden Throne, the Emperor, and then sent out to the designated location, and are received by another psyker.
Which company did you serve with before this one?
I serve the Emperor elsewhere.
The Death Watch.
Yes.
I hope I too will share that honor one day.
Yeah, a lot of Space Marines in general view service in the Death Watch as an honor because it's a chance to work with other Space Marine legions, which really does not happen often. So I think it's like a great chance to get to know their cousins and their fellow Space Marines, who they otherwise would not get a chance to. The Death Watch are also sent on very elite missions. Like, yeah, fending off massive Tyranid invasions like my kill team was at the start of the game. Oh, is that another Ravener? Yeah, it is. I got you, brother. Alright, another Ravener on the ground. Iframes. Courage and honor. Alright. See, I guess I should probably explain some of the other Space Marine legions.
Through the swamp. Let us proceed.
The swamp will be infested with Xenos. There is a bunker straddling the riverbed. We will cut through there.
But that will add considerable time.
Okay, so we are gonna go this way.
Surely we...
Yeah,
We will not trade strategy for
one of the
expediency.
legions that I am particularly fond of is the Salamander Legion.
New orders. You must proceed alone.
Understood. Thank you, Lirio.
See you on the Resilience.
Right, now I got a scope on this gun. I like the Salamander Legion. They wear green Space Marine armor. Their Primarch is named Vulcan. And they bring it up sometimes. I think they might mention it in the campaign at some point. All Space Marines have this thing called a gene seed. It is like a direct genetic connection to their Primarch, one of the Emperor's sons, who was supposed to be like their founder, their leader. And the Emperor, like I mentioned before, was basically a god in human flesh. So all of his sons, the Primarchs, they're like demigods.
There they are. The orbital guns.
Oh well, I missed the chance to zoom in on it. Although, then we got these motherfuckers. Vulcan, the Primarch of the Salamanders, he and a lot of the other Salamanders, they grew up living on this planet that was really close to their sun. So they developed pitch black skin and glowing red eyes to adapt to the environment. So they look pretty scary underneath their armor, because like when I say pitch black, I do mean like pitch black, like black as night, and their eyes literally glow red. I think they look cool as fuck. I think that is super awesome. And I like them because, unlike other Space Marines, and yes, that does include the Ultramarines here, they value the preservation and saving of innocent life as much as possible. Salamanders always put innocents and civilians first in every situation. It's not that the Ultramarines don't, it's just that saving people isn't always their top priority. Like right here, we're helping these guys out, so yeah, we should definitely try to save them and do everything we can to help them. But if Titus was still working with this kill team, they probably wouldn't be giving two shits about the Cadians. And the Cadians are just people who came from the planet Cadia, which was unfortunately destroyed, which is an event I will cover later in the campaign. I will cover a lot of these like major events when the next enemy type is revealed. Because I'm not just going to be fighting Tyranids throughout this whole game, just to let y'all know. I will, minor spoiler, but I will uncover a new threat here that I will have to face in addition to fighting off these horrendous cannibalistic aliens.
Angels! We're saved!
Yeah, because the Emperor is viewed as a divine being, and the Space Marines are linked to him via their link to the Primarchs, they call us angels.
No, Lord. Never!
We've locked them in. We can do no more.
Open the gate.
Yes, my lord. Open the gates!
Wait, hang on, don't open the gate yet.
Open the bloody gates!
Mobile rifle or the heavy bolter? Do you have the carbine? No.
Very good.
Okay, because this one's fully automatic. Yeah, that one was close range. I preferred you'll have some distance. Oh, this is the Gatling gun? Yeah. Okay, but it heats up.
Do not let them surround you.
Grenade out. Oh, down. Oh wait, that did something a little bit. Grenade out. Whoa. Oh, they getting up here? Is that a Revener? I think that was a Revener. Think so, going around. Oh, well, I have this clip. I'm also meleeing with it. Okay, I forgot that happens sometimes. Like the screen said when I queued up the episode, I have unlocked the multiplayer modes again, which is what I spend most of my time playing this game doing. I specifically restarted the campaign just for you guys. Alright. Oh, I thought I parried that. Let's hope this will kill some of the Hormagaunts. Trying to get headshots. These guys. I suck at sniping. So I'm actually gonna want to switch this gun here in a second. Oh my god, my poor little Cadians. I'm so sorry that I let all of you die. I'm a bad Space Marine. I'd be a bad salamander.
By the numbers, troopers.
I really fucked up keeping all these guys safe. Hey, thanks for doing that one for me, buddy. I know. Game, shut up. Okay. I'm sorry if me skipping the tutorial is bothering you guys. It's just I've already played this game. I know what I'm doing. So I don't need it reminding me what to do. Maybe wondering, why don't you just turn it off? Well, I like having them on. Because sometimes I need it to tell me what I'm doing in the multiplayer modes. Okay, well, hold on. I want a different gun.
There will always be more. We must focus on taking down the hive ship.
Okay, well, I also want health, so...
Get these gates closed.
Yes, my lord. Scientific arm now. Stand by.
Do not relent in your attacks. Never seen orders do that.
What did I say about relenting?
You have yet to see the worst. We are wasting time. Proceed through the gates.
Yeah, orcs were the primary enemy type in Space Marine 1. The orcs are... They're orcs. They're these green dudes. They're out here in space with the rest of us. All they live for is fighting and war.
Major Sakana,
Go ahead.
we met with one of your squads.
Thank you, my lord. I shall give them new orders.
Alright, well on this note, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Thank you all so much for joining me on this one. I'll be sure to continue the series moving onwards. If you like what you saw, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more. And as always, make sure to share this with your friends, share it with your family, share it with anyone, share it with everyone. Have a good day, y'all, and peace out.